What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studio. So we finally got some more updates on the possible casting of the Power Rangers reboot. Even though I think we might end up getting it tonight or sometime in the future, depending on when or they're gonna release a statement on the casting reveal or something like that. But Jinzaku has always come through with the good information we're about to receive. Let's get to it. There wasn't any public auditions for the new Power Rangers series. The showrunners went directly to talent agents, one they were familiar with, and got a round of actors. The audition process is still going, but we're getting close to the finalists. So far, there's multiple actors with martial arts background. I'm starting to notice a trend with the cast. I don't think it's a trend. They've been doing this since 1993 or 92 when they started production on MMPR with the unaired pilot, then the second pilot, and the third pilot, which is the air version, which aired 33 years ago. So they've been doing this since Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because I feel like the original Mighty Morphin cast did it better because they were actors with backgrounds, not just actors with acting experience, And I just did a video on this last year of martial arts is a must in the Power Rangers reboot, because I know deep down someone at Hasbro or the Percy Jackson series must be listening and watching our videos of what we want in a Power Rangers reboot, and I think our prayers were answered. It really goes to show you that with the power of content, anything is possible. That's my comment. Someone says, oh, does that mean more civilian fights? Which, thinking about it, might help with the budget. I hope so. I really hope that they're going to end up going back to the traditional putty fight or a foot soldier fight. I want to see that in the reboot. Not just them morphing into the action and then fight the monsters and stuff. Because I want to see some actual martial arts combat and kicks in the head instead of just to the body all the time. Because here's the funny thing. JB's actor from VR Troopers had to sit down in a panel at a con, and he explained the reason why VR Troopers went so cheesy was because of the fans, the kids that were playing, imitating Power Rangers and kicking people and stuff, injuring other kids because of what they see on TV. And so the parents had issues with it, like they always do, and they decided to just have them do some cheesy stuff just because it's a kid's show. So the part that got me confused is that why did the kids why did the parents have to get all sensitive and act like they never seen violence in kids' martial arts movies? Like Three Ninjas, for example. They kicking ninjas in the head all the time when it comes to punches and kicks. And now you have a problem with it because you've seen your kids imitating Power Rangers, because knowing that the Rangers themselves put out PCAs about what to do and not to do in life. Or did you somehow forget that? But this was back in the 90s, because I feel like these bitter grown adults just can't even allow the kids to enjoy what they got, And what he's trying to say is that VR Troopers, when they started doing the unmorphed fights in their show, you barely see them kick, enemies in the head. Sarah Brown, who plays Katie on VR Troopers, she also stated that they had to throw some type of pizza or throw something at the enemy just to give it more a cartoonish cheese. Like, what? If I would have known that, I would have never watched VR Troopers. Though I love the fight scene still, but good grief, I hope to God they don't do that mess in the reboot. Because what happened back in 1993 cannot happen again. And I hope to God that we're gonna probably see some unmoored fights with the foot soldiers, like the good old days. But you know, giving blows to the head this time instead of blows to the body, because that's been boring since what? Since the 90s. Though I think once and always brought it back. They brought back the violence to the head. I think RPM did a little bit of that in their show. But yeah, I think you're starting to notice a difference in fight scenes these days. But you know what? Hopefully we'll be able to get it. Yes, it will be an original team of 5 Rangers. And just like the originals, we're gonna probably get Tommy later on instead of just like, I mean, we don't know if this is gonna be based off of Mighty Morphin, but only time will tell if we're gonna probably get something being inspired by it though, but you never know. So does that mean they're not going to announce the cast of the top 5 at the Disney event today? No, but most likely they can announce who's in the running, I suppose. Either they're gonna announce it or not. Because yesterday we were all excited about them announcing this at the event, which is supposed to be tonight at 8 o'clock. And the Power Rangers was included in that. So I don't know what's going on. Either they're gonna announce it or they're not. Don't waste my time. Nobody from Cobra Kai? Good. I don't understand why you want them to be in the reboot just because they were inspired by it. Okay, so what? This is all about the unknowns. Unknowns are the best. Give them time to shine instead of bringing in somebody from a different franchise to be on Power Rangers. Big, we have known this for last week. Well, at least last week, maybe. I don't know. So I think this is what he tweeted, I think a few minutes ago. So I think this is based off of Mighty Morphin, the same names, but if it is, then I guess they're gonna probably do something with the characters. And like he stated last year, they're gonna be based off the comics, so it makes sense. I would have appreciated if you stopped bringing up Leo Howard. He is not a teenager, he's a grown man. Why keep bringing his name up? And this person says, are they an actual teenager cast, or would you say around the late teens and early 20s? Like it stated, 16 to 21. So they're going for a younger cast, which makes sense. Based on the looks of the cast, do you think it's MMPR again? Obviously, they could race swap again like in the 2017, no problem. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do it though, but they're gonna probably just have the black guy as the Black Ranger and the Asian girl as the Yellow Ranger. I really want them to just do what they did back then, like how they did in the comics, but utilize the characters instead of like giving them stereotypical roles and stuff like that. But hey, it is what it is. Once again, shout out to Jinzaku once again for spilling out more information about the casting reveal. I don't know if we're gonna end up getting the announcement tonight or somewhere around Twitter. Maybe, I'm not sure, but only time will tell. But I am happy that we're getting more updates on the casting. And I love that we're going back to our roots, casting actors with backgrounds. Don't do that Disney crap or the Hasbro stuff like that where you just cast actors with a little bit of backgrounds. Like, we need actors with martial arts experience. So, what's your thoughts on this, man? Are you excited about this update still? Let me know in the comments down below.